What's up, guys? So I'm making this video for a new buddy of mine, which just met this weekend. He also does sales. He does real estate sales, and he was struggling a little bit with getting referrals. So I have a referral call that works almost every time. I mean, it's really close to every time, and it applies to all sales. I'm going to give you an example of it related to the car business. You're going to have to translate that into your business, but the psychology is the same across the board. So when you ask somebody a question that they're not expecting, a jerk reaction is going to come out because they're not prepared for that answer. So what they say right up front is not always what they mean, nor is it the truth. So I'll lob out the question just to give my potential customer a second to digest that, and then I'll ask it a second time easier. When I ask it a second time easier, I'll get a name. And once I get a name, I need to identify what they think is the problem. When I identify what they think is the problem, I'm going to offer a solution so good that they feel obligated to give me that number, because they'll truly be thinking that I'm helping their friend, their person, whoever that person is. So here's how the call will go. I'll say, hey, Steve, this is Curtis. I'm just following up with you. Want to make sure you're enjoying your car, so forth, so forth. Steve replies. I say, hey, Steve, by the way, as you probably know, most of my customers come from repeat business and referrals from customers like yourself. With that in mind, do you know anybody looking for a newer used car? The answer is always the same 100% of the time. They're going to say, I can't think of anybody right now, Curtis, but if I do, I'll send them your way. Now the game starts. Hey, Steve, I know that's a tough question on the spot. Let me ask you an easier one. If you had to guess, out of everyone you know, whether it be friends, family, co-workers, you name it, out of everyone you know, who would you guess would be the next one to buy a car? I won't hold you to it, just guess. Steve says, probably my buddy Ryan. Now I'll identify the problem. Steve, why would you say Ryan? Well, Ryan's been having some issues with his truck. Last week he was late to work because he couldn't get his truck to start. So my guess would be Ryan. Now I'll offer a solution. Steve, do you think if I reached out to Ryan and maybe gave him some options on something that he could afford that was a reliable vehicle, or at the very least, I'll get him set up with my service department, see if I can get him some type of employee discount, and see if we can get his truck figured out for him. Do you think Ryan would mind that call? Now I get the number. That's how you go about getting a referral 100% of the time.